Hey guys, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be going over my first week post-op surgery. Today I'm officially 1 week post-op VSG surgery and kind of just maybe fill you in on the first week so far. I haven't made a video since 1 month pre-op, so I had intended to do a get to know me video, which I actually did record it, but I'm probably just going to re-record it. So anyway, look for that. So let me jump into my stats really quickly. I am 28 years old. I am 5'10", and my highest known weight was in May of 2017, and that was 468 pounds. But for the purpose of my weight loss journey, I'm going to go by the number of when I first started this whole process. So that would have been in September of 2017. I was 465 pounds. So yeah, I met with my surgeon a month later, a little over a month later, and he wanted me to lose 65 pounds. He wanted me to get down to 400 pounds by surgery. So anyway, Monday, March 12th. Sorry, I am looking down at my notes just so I don't forget anything. Monday, March 12th is when I started my liquid diet, and I was able to still incorporate my protein shakes, so I did do that. I did protein shakes and water 99% of the time. Occasionally I would have a sugar-free Jello or a sugar-free popsicle, but again, for the most part, I was doing water and my protein shakes, except for the day before surgery when I had to do clear liquids. So the day I started my liquid diet, Monday, March 12th, I was 393.4 pounds. And the day of surgery, so Monday, March 19th, I was 383 pounds. So that right there was already, 82 pounds? Yeah, 82 pounds lost before surgery. And I am really proud of that. Both my surgeon and my primary care physician, she was super happy with that as well. She was actually like, a lot of people who have had lap band surgery, that's the amount that they lose after getting the lap band. And she's like, so I'm super impressed. So I was very happy with my numbers. So before I get into today's weigh-in and all that, I kind of want to go over my first week of like post-op. Sorry, I lost my mind there for a second. So I originally had planned in my head that I was going to do like small clips every single day, kind of to wrap up the day, and then I would have day 1 through 6 post-op. I would have a video of that, but I honestly just forgot every single day. I would think about it early on in the day, and then I would completely forget by the end of the day. So there went that idea. So I'm just going to wrap it all up into this video and then do weekly videos from here. So again, I had surgery on Monday, March 19th. I had to be at my hospital at 5:30 in the morning, which means I was the first surgery of the day. And I was not mad about that. I was happy. I wanted to be the first surgery. So I went in at 5:30 in the morning. They took me back to my 1-day surgery area. My stepmom had to stay out in the waiting area just so they could get me prepped and everything. And that took about an hour, and then she was allowed to come back. My aunt was then there at that time then, so she came back as well. But it seems like it was about maybe 20 minutes after that, they were taking me downstairs and putting me in the holding area where I waited another hour. And various people came to see me. My surgeon got there, I think it was about 7:45 or so. And so he popped in, and the only reason I knew he was there is because they announced it on the overhead paging system downstairs in surgery. So, anyway, so he came to see me. He checked on me, asked me if I had any questions, asked me how I was doing. I love my surgeon so much. Love him. So, anyway, so he, after he left, then a bunch of people came in. They were starting to give me the medicines that would make me go to sleep and everything like that. And honestly, I don't remember them rolling me off to the OR or anything like that. I do remember hearing people talk in the room, but then I was out. And that was about 8 whenever they started rolling me back, and that's only because I do remember that it was getting close to 8 whenever my surgeon came to see me. I finally got up to the floor, the nursing floor, around noon. It might have been a little bit after, but standard precaution at the hospital that I had surgery at, which is also the hospital that I work at, they take the weight loss patients to the ICU. Just standard, because you have one nurse who takes care of 2 patients. And they can keep a better eye on you and things like that. So, yep, I was in the ICU. Excuse me. And the first day was interesting. I was obviously very tired, very groggy. I did get up and walk 4 hours after actual surgery. And honestly, by the time that they asked me if I was ready to walk, I was like, yes, get me out of this bed, please. So I walked a few times around the ICU floor, and then they brought me back to my room and I sat down in my, in a chair. One of those big, comfortable chairs. Anyway, and then my surgeon came to see me later on that evening to ask me how I was doing. The only issues that I had was the nausea, which is to be expected because they are messing with the stomach. They're taking part of it out. So sorry if you guys are shaking. I keep shaking my desk. Anyway, so I did experience nausea. Thankfully, my doctor wrote 2 prescriptions or 2 orders for me to have 2 nausea medicines. And so anyway, sorry, I'm getting a notification on my phone. Let me clear that. Anyway, so I had a lot of nausea for the 5th time of me saying that. And I never threw up, but I did kind of like get that feeling that I was about to throw up. And then that's whenever that nausea medicine would kick in and I was feeling good. So, throughout the night, I did not sleep the best just because, you're at a hospital, people are coming in and out, which, I've worked as a CNA, so I totally knew this going in. People come in and out, drawing blood, your nurse comes in and out, just different people. And so you're probably not going to get a lot of sleep. Plus I'm not a back sleeper. I do not sleep on my back. I'm a side sleeper. So that was already uncomfortable. But again, I knew it wasn't going to be this hotel experience. But I had wonderful nurses. All of my doctors are wonderful. I cannot complain about the care that I had or anything. So I'm really happy with all of that. So day 1 post-op, I got, they took out my catheter at 6 a.m. and I was so happy that they did that because I was so scared that I was going to rip it out on accident. It wasn't like it was painful or hurt or anything like that. I literally just thought that I was going to rip it out, by moving the wrong way or something like that. So they took that out, and then not too long after that, I got up out of my bed, and then they took me downstairs to radiology, and they did what's called the blue ice test. That's what a lot of people call it. I don't know the official name for it. Like something upper GI, something. But blue ice test. Anyway, not pleasant. A lot of people say that it tastes disgusting because they make you drink 2 different liquids, and they are horrible. Um, and yeah, it's just, anyway. So they make you drink this stuff, and they take x-rays of your stomach and everything like that as this fluid is going down into your stomach. And they're making sure that you don't have any leaks or any blockages or anything like that. So obviously it's a very important test, but can they please make it taste better? Please. I'm just saying. Maybe I'll create it. Just saying. Anyway, so then after that, I was taken back upstairs and I walked the floor a few times. And then I think that's when the nurse practitioner for the hospitalist came to see me. I do have a primary care physician, but she actually does not see patients who are admitted to the hospital. She only sees patients in her office, and that's it. She does not come to the hospital to see patients. So I saw the hospitalist, saw the nurse practitioner, and then I saw the hospitalist. They were wonderful. And then I saw, let's see, the dietitian actually came in before that. Dietitian came in before that. And they knew right away that I had passed the blue eyes test. They know like right then and there as they're watching it, or as they're taking the pictures. And so then the dietitian came in. She said that I could be bumped up to phase 1. So liquids. And then that's whenever the hospitalist they came in. And then then I think I started on, water. They brought me some smart water. And then I moved to, so I did 1 ounce of smart water, and then in 30 minutes. And then I bumped up to diluted juice. So juice mixed with water. I did 1 ounce of that. And then they bumped me up to a protein shake, but it was an Ensure shake. And I don't know, I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it also wasn't my premier protein shake. So I was kind of like, ooh, like, don't want any more of that. But I don't know if it was that shake or if it was, so then my nurse came in with Jello and Philips Colon Health probiotics sprinkled on top of the Jello. That's just how my doctor has them do it. So I don't know if it was the shake or if it was the texture of the medicine on top of the Jello or what. But as soon as I swallowed that Jello, because it was right after I had taken the drink of that, or right after I had finished the 1 ounce of my shake, I immediately like got nauseous. My saliva glands started going crazy, like all of a sudden like producing all this saliva, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get nauseous. And sure enough, I did. So my nurse was like standing there, and I was like, I'm getting nauseous, and she said, okay, let me go get you something. And she like darted off, went and got me some Zofran, and then came back, and I took it, and I was fine after that. Actually, I think she sorry, I'm shaking my camera. I think she used my IV site to inject that. So I was very happy about that, having been able to have all the nausea medicine that I needed, because that's the only issue that I had was nausea. I did not have pain. I used my pain pump twice. The first time I know it was the first day, right after surgery. And I think that it was a few hours after surgery. And then the second time I took it was early in the morning on day 1 post-op. Because of the way that I had slept, I had actually propped my right arm up on the bed railing. I don't know why I did that. And pretty much slept like that all night for whatever sleep that I did get. And so whenever I woke up, that arm was so stiff. And so I actually took, I hit my pain pump button then to help relieve that pain. So it's not like I was having issues with my stomach. It was all that tension in my arm. stiffness in my arm. So then I saw my surgeon's PA. She's wonderful. Ooh, excuse me. She came in to see me, and then my surgeon came in pretty much right after that and saw me, and then they discharged me. So I took a quick shower, and I definitely suggest taking a shower before you leave the hospital, just because, yes, you're used to being able to get up and take a shower and everything like that. And especially if you've never had surgery, which the only other surgery I have had other than having my wisdom teeth out, and I don't even know if they consider that a surgery, but is my gallbladder being taken out. And just from, you know, anesthesia and being laid up in the bed and everything, you do become weak. So I definitely suggest taking a shower at the hospital if they allow you to. It definitely helped me. So anyway, took my shower, and then I was discharged. So I was leaving the hospital by 2 in the afternoon, day 1 post-op. And the rest of that day I pretty much napped. I took sips of water, sips of my Premier protein shakes after I got home. I do know that I took like a 3-hour long nap not too long after I got home. And then, you know, I was drinking my shake and water and stuff. Just really trying to get used to using the 1 ounce cup that they gave me. They gave me several of these actually, but I was really just trying to get the feel for it. You know, how quickly should I swallow this? Or, you know, how, like, you don't want to do it too quick. But just getting the feel for it, getting the feel for the new stomach. How does it feel whenever, you know, fluid is going into it and that type of stuff. Because it is a new learning experience. So literally day 1 and pretty much day 2 is that's what I was doing, was just getting used to the new way of drinking things. I did have to sleep in my recliner, which is not fun. I actually slept in it until last night. So yeah. Anyway, so then day 2 again was all pretty much getting the feel for everything. I did take a nap that day at some point in the afternoon. I do get up and walk every commercial break and in between shows and stuff like that, and then just to get up sometimes and walk around. And I walk the length of my house because, again, getting up and walking, it helps in so many different ways. Gaining your strength back and helping with digestion. And then it's kind of like exercise because your body's kind of like, you know, trying to recover from surgery and everything. So, you know, you're getting up and moving around is the best thing possible. Plus it gets all that air out from surgery. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. That's what's worked for me. I really would like to start getting out and walking and everything like that outside. So I'm looking forward to doing that this week. Day 3, so that would have been Thursday. I really wanted to focus on getting 2 protein shakes in and my 64 ounces of water. So I was able to get 2 shakes in that day, because Wednesday I got a shake and a half. Thursday I got 2 protein shakes in, and then I got, I think it was 32 ounces of water. And I was not happy with that, y'all. I love water. I had no issues drinking my water before surgery, and so I was just kind of like, 32 ounces, that's not enough. So Friday, that was my focus, getting all of my water in along with both of my shakes to get to my 60 grams of protein. My surgeon's office did call me on Friday to check on me. I did have a bowel movement on Thursday, and I was super happy about that. I was like, yes, I'm not going to get constipated or anything like that. I was lying to myself, and we'll get to that in a minute. But, so Friday, I was able to get both protein shakes in and 64 ounces of water. So that was good. Saturday, I, again, was able to get both my protein shakes and all my water. Saturday night, like right before I was going to bed, I kind of started getting these cramps, like lower cramps, and I could tell I needed to have a bowel movement. So I was like, okay, well in the morning I'm going to do, you know, my Phillips Colon Health, which my doctor wanted me to take, and I was going to do some Benefiber, and I was like, well, maybe I need to take a stool softener too, I don't know. Woke up Saturday, took a shower, and actually I had been able to take a shower every day since Thursday, and I like washed my hair and everything on Thursday. Let me tell you, after that shower, I was tired. But anyway, Sunday I got up and I took a shower, and I was standing in the shower and I started getting those cramps again, and I was like, oh my gosh. And y'all, I've never been constipated that I can remember, and I know this is totally TMI, but you got to talk about it because this is very real. And the weight loss, you know, whenever you have weight loss surgery, this is something that you need to know can happen. You know, constipation is a real thing, and it is not comfortable at all. So I was standing in the shower and I started getting, and they were like deep cramps, and then like I could feel my stomach kind of churning and everything like that, and I was like, oh. Well, then I was sitting on the couch drinking my protein shake. I'd taken my Phillips Colon Health, and I mixed Benefiber with my shake, and then I took a stool softener, and I was in tears because the pain was so bad. I was like, oh my god, like my surgery pain wasn't even that bad. I mean, these cramps and these pains were bad. And then finally I was able to have a bowel movement, and actually I ended up having 2 yesterday, so I felt so much better. I spoke with my surgeon's PA today about it, and we came up with a plan. So that way I feel really comfortable about that, which is just making sure that I take my Phillips Colon Health, and I was taking it every day, but making sure that I take that every day, and then I'm going to do Benefiber at least once a day in one of my shakes. So, yeah. So that was pretty much the first week. Honestly, it really wasn't that bad. Again, I was able to sleep in my own bed last night. I did have to put something under, kind of on the side of my stomach to kind of help push it back, if that makes sense. So that way it wouldn't hang so far the one way against the bed, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I would spend the time between doing that and then moving to my back, which again, I'm not a back sleeper, but doing in between both of those really wasn't that bad. So I was able to actually sleep really well last night, and I was just happy to be in my own bed. I mean, there's just something about being in your bed and not a recliner. So I had my 1 week post-op visit today. And so today I officially weighed. Again, last week for surgery, Monday, March 19th, I was 383 pounds. And today, 1 week post-op, I was 370.8 pounds. So that is a loss of 12.2 pounds. I'm super excited with that. I'm actually 5.8 pounds away, right? Yeah, 5.8 pounds away from hitting 100 pounds, and I am ecstatic about that. I cannot even believe that. I did not think that I would be hitting 100 pounds lost this early. So yeah, it's crazy. My PA was very happy with the weight loss that I've had. Again, she helped me with figuring out, making sure that I don't get constipated again. And so I am doing the Phillips Colon Health probiotic, which they suggest everybody take this that's in the program, my doctor's program. So, it's not like I'm the only one that they suggested to take it. And then, Benefiber, and you just do a scoop of this, and I think it's like a tablespoon. Yeah, tablespoon. And so I was able to do, for the first week after surgery, they had me do my Philips Colon Health and my Prilosec. Those were the only 2 meds that I was taking. But then after seeing the doctor today, I am able to start taking my bariatric calcium chews, which also have vitamin D in them. So yeah, I'm super excited because this is kind of like a treat to have, really, if you think about it. I got the chocolate ones. There's 90 soft chews in here, so this will last 3 months. I got mine off Amazon. I think because I sat and figured it out, and I think it was actually about the same price to order it from Bariatric Advantage with shipping or to get it from Amazon. It might have been $2 more expensive on Amazon, but now I think next I kind of would like to order a couple next time, and I would be good for a long while, 6 months, and then that way I could just order them from Bariatric Advantage, plus they do like free shipping after so much, and with 2 of those you definitely hit the free shipping. But anyway, so I started taking those today, and then I can start taking my vitamin B12. And then I also asked about being able to take biotin, because I know like this is a huge thing. I mean, I have very thick hair, very thick curly hair, and I do shed a lot already. But I just know, obviously, with rapid weight loss, it's very possible to, lose weight or lose a lot of your hair. So I did ask her about this, and she said I can start taking it next week. So I got the 5,000 milligrams, and I look forward to start taking that next week. Did I mention I take Prilosec? I think so. But so before surgery, I took Zantac. But then for 6 months after surgery, I have to do Prilosec. And then we're thinking that they will bump me back down to Zantac, and then hopefully I'll be weaned off of acid reflux medicine altogether. Oh, I also take metformin, but I have not taken it since 1 week before surgery, 2 weeks before. 2 weeks before surgery, 1 week before, 1 week before surgery. So whenever I started my liquid diet, I stopped taking my metformin and like all my vitamins and stuff. But I take metformin for polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I've been on that for almost a year. In May it'll be a year. But we're hoping that I can get off of that as well. She didn't say anything about me starting to retake that today, and so I'm not going to worry about it. And then also I can start taking my multivitamin, and they want us to take a liquid form of a multivitamin. So Centrum does one, but my local Walmart did not have any, and I completely forgot that they had told us this at this all-day class that we had a few weeks ago. So I went into Walmart today because I had to pick up something else. Well, I wanted to get my biotin, and my doctor was supposed to be calling me in a prescription for nystatin because I have a little rash underneath my breasts. Just from not wearing a bra all last week because I had nowhere to go anyway, so why wear one? Anyway, so they didn't have this this liquid multivitamin, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? I went to 2 other stores and they didn't have it either. So I was like, well, so as soon as I got home, I got it online, I ordered it, and it should be here Wednesday. So, and the whole reason that they want us to do the liquid form rather than the pill form is because the pill is big, and even if you cut it in half, it's still big. And so they don't want it to get stuck. So for the first month, I believe, they want you to do the, liquid form, which liquid form of anything like gets into your system faster anyway, which is why like my physician gave me the liquid form of hydrocodone hydrocodone, Norco, I don't know, anyway, whatever pain medicine he gave me for after surgery, that was liquid form as well, but I haven't used it. Sorry, my light just turned off. Okay. Anyway, so that's that. That's all the meds that I take. I still feel like this light is There we go. That's better, I guess. I hope. Anyway, another thing is that they wanted us to do smart water. Just because I think it's because it has like vitamins and minerals and stuff in it. I think that they only wanted us to do that for the first week, but I went and bought like a crap load the other day, or I had my brother, and so I'm just gonna finish these out, and then I'll go back to my Brita filtered water. But what I did earlier, I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but well, first of all, sorry, I'm like getting all crazy. I had purchased these great value, no sugar added. It's basically Walmart's version of Crystal Light. I bought these for my pre-op week of the liquid diet. But again, I love water, and so I was like, you probably really won't use these, but get them just in case. I'm glad I did, because Wednesday last week, whenever I like really started drinking this smart water, I was like, why does it taste weird? Or why is this like taste lingering on my tongue? And I immediately was like, did this surgery change the way that I view water? Like, am I gonna not like water now? And I was in a panic for a split second. I know that's a little dramatic, but I literally thought for a minute, oh my gosh, did this change my taste buds in that I will not like water? And then I got to thinking, you know what? It's probably because it's smart water, and I have heard that, you know, some water just tastes different, and I'm used to my Brita filtered water pitcher. So anyway, thankfully I had these guys, because I got the idea, oh, maybe I should add that. So I've been using the pink lemonade literally since last Wednesday. But I had my brother pick me up some the other day when he was picking me up some more smart waters. So I kind of just want to go over the flavors that I ended up making today, and I tested them all out as I was making them. And then actually I think one of them I haven't made at all. But I got this orange early rise, which, excuse me, is basically just orange. And then I got lemonade, which has also not been opened. Strawberry watermelon, which has not been opened. But I love strawberry and I love watermelon, so I kind of feel like, how can I not like that? And then I have grape and fruit punch, which these are both good too. I think my two favorite though are going to be the pink lemonade and the fruit punch. So anyway, and then of course I love lemonade, so just an idea to have, because literally you're living on water and protein shakes. So especially if you already have a hard time getting in your water now, I do suggest if you are allowed to have Crystal Light, the sugar-free Crystal Light, I would maybe try some of those. I got the big ones where you have to do 8 cups of water for one packet. So anyway, one of those would be good for all day to get your 64 ounces of water. But what I did today was I took my pitcher and I made, so I pour 2 of these smart waters, which is 33.8 fluid ounces. So 2 of them together is going to be, what, 67 ounces of water, which is whatever. That's fine. So I took 2 of these, put it in my pitcher with one of those, stirred it up, and then I filled these back up. So that way I could have more flavors to choose from. So right now in my fridge, I have 2 of these filled up with pink lemonade, 2 filled up with fruit punch, 2 with orange, and 2 with grape. Right? I think those are the ones that I have. So anyway, that's just how I'm doing it. And that way I can not just stick to the one pink lemonade, even though it's wonderful. That way I can have a little variety. And then again, once I get through all of my smart waters, I will go back to my Brita filtered, my pitcher Brita filtered thingy, which I actually ordered a new one whenever I ordered my liquid multivitamin online from Walmart. I needed a new pitcher anyway. Mine is like 5 years old, and it's just like, I just needed a new one. So I was like, might as well order this 10-cup one. So I ordered a 10-cup one, and that should be in next week. What else? I think that's about it. Again, like my tips post-op, get up and walk. Get up and walk. I ain't saying you gotta go walk outside, but like walk around your house. Walk all the time. Walk more than they suggest that you should walk. And I know at first you're going to be slow moving and everything like that, but I promise, the more you get up and walk, the sooner you're going to not feel weak, the sooner you're going to not feel blah, you know. I never felt bad, but the more I walked, the more I was like, okay, yeah, you know, I just started really feeling good. Right now I feel like I'm completely back to my normal self. My incisions don't hurt. My physician said that they looked really well, actually. So yeah. And then so walk like there ain't nothing else to do. Walk for sure. If you have a hard time with your water, maybe add some flavoring if that's allowed. Don't go off what I say. You need to talk to your physician, but that's just something I suggest to talk to them about. What else? I don't know. I don't know what else I was going to say. Anyway, so I hope that this has been helpful. Sorry, I'm sitting too close to my camera. But, oh, I actually was using one of these cups to drink out of for both my shake and my water. A separate one for each. But, I drank it out of these up until yesterday. But what I have noticed is that, I literally have to sip on my water all day to get it in. Literally all day. So yeah. Oh, this is what else I was going to say. So, instead of like straight drinking from this, because I have to have ice cold water. It has to be ice cold. I have one of these cups. This is a, insulated tumbler cup, like the insulated kind of, you know, like a Yeti. Except I wanted one that had a handle. I've had this since like Christmas, I think, or maybe January. But it's just easier to carry around wherever I'm going. And so I put some ice in this, and then I fill it up. And I know that I have to get at least, because I think with, you know, ice takes up space, so that actually takes away from, because this is 32 ounces, so that the ice actually takes away from the 32 ounces that you would normally have in here. I measured with the amount of ice that I keep in there that I can get about 2.5 cups out of one of these. So that means I need to have a few of these. 3, 4, 3.5 of these. So pretty much 4. A day to get your 64 ounces in. Again, it depends on how much ice that you put in it and whatnot. If you don't use ice at all, and you know, whatever. Anyway, you just have to find a system that's going to work for you as far as getting your liquids in. But I literally sip on my water all day. I took my bottle to my doctor's office today with me. I carry that thing around with me everywhere. And I actually want to get a couple more just because I feel like I'm gonna wear this one out. And that way I can change it up every day. But so yeah, another thing is I bought this. I bought this from Amazon. VSG Altered Alley talked about this. You can get it on Amazon. It's like $8, under $8. But I keep all of my meds in there, and then I keep my chewables in the middle, and then I have a couple Zofran in there. just in case. But it's actually, these are really, really nice. It's not just a pop open, but it's a, like you have to push this and then it pops up. So anyway, I've found it really helpful. I've just put all my pills in there and then I kept it close to me, especially whenever I was sleeping in my recliner. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's everything. This video is now 40 minutes long. And I hope that I've made sense. I hope that I have not rambled all crazy like, but anyway, I hope you guys have found this helpful. I hope that you guys subscribe and stick around and check back with me every week to keep up with my progress. Yeah, I'm super excited about this opportunity that I have been given. I chose VSG surgery because I did not want to get any more health issues. I didn't really have any. Polycystic ovarian syndrome, but other than that, I didn't have too many other issues. Plantar fasciitis, which is like a dealio in your foot where, yeah, anyway, sometimes hurts to walk. But so before I got high blood pressure, diabetes, anything like that, I was like, you need to take care of you now before it gets worse. Get ahead of it before before you get all these issues. So that's why I chose VSG. That's why because I have tried to lose weight in the past and this was the way for me. So yeah, I actually did not, there were a lot of people that knew, but I actually posted about it on Facebook the day after, or the day I got home from surgery, and I had a lot of love. I had, which I was not seeking comments from anyone. I was kind of just sharing this monumental life event for me, and I honestly got so much love and so many sweet and amazing comments and things like that. So that was wonderful. That's not necessarily what I was looking for. I was just, again, sharing something. But it turned out to be a wonderful thing that I ended up sharing it. But anyway, excuse me. Yeah. So now that I've talked all crazy and been scatterbrained and everything like that, I hope that you guys enjoyed or got a good laugh out of me, one of the two. And I hope you guys come back for my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.